Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Japanese lesson where we go over the grammar for must today, which in Japanese is
なければなりません。
exactly. So, if you have not already seen our last video about ba, meaning if, make sure you go back and check that out. So, today we're talking about
なければなりません。
which means must, have to, and got to. In other words, it's used for talking about responsibilities, obligations, and requirements. And you can use it in the following situations. I must go to school now. I have to go to the doctor today. I got to do my homework. It must be new. So, in other words, there's a lot of different ways to translate this into English. However, I personally think that using must and need to might be the best because those ones are polite. And likewise,
なければなりません。
is pretty polite Japanese as well. So let's look at how to construct it and look at a couple example sentences. If I am a verb, then you're going to use the stem for ichidans and then just add なければなりません. We have an example of that with I must think.
考えなければなりません。
If I am a go-on verb, I have to use the first base, which is also the a base or a stem, and then add なければなりません to it. So I have an example of that with the verb to go. This means I must go.
行かなければなりません。
Now, for the two irregular verbs, suru and kuru, we have examples of those as well. This means I must do it.
しなければなりません。
And I must come.
来なければなりません。
All right. If I am an e adjective, though, I get the stem of the e adjective, add ku before なければなりません. So the ku is essential with only e adjectives. You won't need that for verbs or not adjectives or nouns. So we have two examples of e adjectives using this grammar. The first example means it must be delicious.
美味しくなければなりません。
The next example means it must be new.
新しくなければなりません。
Now finally, the last construction we want to look at is the one that uses not adjectives and nouns. So we can take any not adjective or noun, and then we have to add ja before なければなりません. Technically, we could also use ではなければなりません. Let's now check out an example of that. This sentence means he must be handsome.
彼はハンサムじゃなければなりません。
And then the next example says it must be a laptop.
ノートパソコンじゃなければなりません。
All right. So the last thing we want to point out is that this translation of must is only used for responsibilities, obligations, and requirements, not suppositions or assumptions. Hence, in a situation where someone supposes something using must, like in the example below, you would not use this grammar. Rather, you would use a grammar for expressing probabilities, such as kito. So here we have an example of that, which means he must be very smart.
彼はきっと頭がいいです。
All right. Next up, we have an exercise coming up. So I want you guys to read the sentences below and try translating them into English. After that, write up your answers down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.